So grand rising, standing, and buenos dias, beloveds. Today we're going to deal with our solar plex before we get into our practice. So we have our white sage infused with rose petals, as well as our dragon's blood, our yellow candle, our crystals, our altar box, and our tap-in bowl for all of the tools that vibrate externally of us that helps our internal process. I do love my sage. I love my sage. So I'm just going to continue speaking for a few of my own affirmations and things that I have been co-creating with divine source, and I'll start the sounding with the Tibetan bowls and lead us into this process of a continuous flow of opening, cleansing, refreshing our solar plex. I must say, the depth of when we discuss our solar plex, it's in compass of our liver, our spleen, our stomach, as well as our small intestines. So I like to place the crystals on my body when I'm sunbathing and charging them as well as myself. Take into account that a blocked solar plex, you would have the imbalance within your stomach, your emotions, as well as feeling stressed out. So if you start to feel a little low self-esteem or just a lack of purpose or feeling helpless, it's time for you to kind of take your time, center yourself, take some of these tools and apply it to yourself to help push and gird your way through. The other thing I recommend is you having a journal so you can write those things out and cast your own self some beautiful spells. All right, beloveds, so just bringing ourselves more into focus, we're going to look into our altar box just for more affirmations and divine focus on our tools, and I would say the necessary tools to continue your practice holistically, spiritually, mentally, as well as physically. Tapping into your crystals, if you're doing any of your crystal work, make sure that you get you some citrine as well as tiger's eye. You also can get some amber. And I can't forget the yellow topaz as well as yellow jasper. And I believe sunstone. The incense that is really good for this is cedar, as well as you can incorporate all of this with your candle work. And we have a yellow candle which is associated with the air, the power of the mind, your success, may it be enhancement of communications in your relationships as well as business, and it can help inspire new ideas, and it is also associated with our deity Orisha Oshun. So This is what I'm discussing right now, and you should take some time to tap in. So now that we have cleansed, I am just going to use my altar bell to continually open up the space for our spirit guides, ancestors that services us and supports our highest good. Let's begin our practice. Alright, beloved, so we're going to start with a tree posture. We're just going to take our time. You'll see that this video, I did everything really slow, very easy. This is about us focusing and being light as that air, and being vibrant as the color yellow. Alright, my loves, so everything is about extension. Remember, we're focusing on our solar plex, our henceforth, our way of communicating with our divine self, our willpower. So we're going to take our time and just fully breathe in deep, extend your arms. Everything in this session will be about taking your time. While you're in that state of the forward bend, allow yourself to breathe, release, and then bring yourself into a center again. Extend your arms. Inhale, inhale, and slowly fall down. And we're going to go into a seated posture. Done our couple seated postures and extensions, and then let's just bring ourselves into a downward facing dog. Again, take your time. Rising up from that downward facing dog, we want to get into a nice water flow, that ocean, and take your time, take your time. Our last extension, which really feels nice. I must say it feels good to be able to do it on my toes. Really good. So let's go out into a full-on plank. And remember to inhale, exhale, from your core. Into an infinite pose. Now, this is about being in the air, this element. So, up, the color yellow. Let's do some high postures and poses where we're fully extending our arms. Everything is about being up in the air. Remember that. That yellow is associated with air. And the solar plex is associated with us having that willpower, that self-worth. So we're tapping into the movement along with the mind and the spirituality of who we are. So everything has been a very slow and easy progression. So you're moving yourself into this state altogether, calculated, with focus and intent. And when you start to add these elements into your daily practice, it becomes a natural way of being. So beloveds, be that warrior of self-worth and love on your divine divinity. Ashe. Okay, so this part of the meditation is so beautiful to me because of course I get to do it for my divine divinity and I get to share it with my heiress. It is such a beautiful space to be able to sit in silence, but yet still know that you're not alone. And so you'll see us going into a brief meditation. Come with us. Vibrating crystals and sage and cards and journals when you are doing your meditation, because you'll be led by your divine self to do certain things. So I was led to pick up 2 crystals in regards to specifically things that are vibrating with both of us. So it's really, really beautiful. I love meditating with people that are open and receptive to high vibrations and love, as well as the cleansing process. It's absolutely beautiful to share it with someone else. Divine tells you to do something, you just do it, you know? I welcome the vibration of being open vessel for those that I love and I know love me. Such a divine spirit, feisty, fire, but she has a water sign as a mother, so she's learned to balance all that fire. It's time for us to go. I hope something in this video serviced your highest good. Apply the application below. You know we have to fight, right? Never. Look at her. This is when the lioness side comes out. She's no. Oh, yeah. supposed to be getting ready to go, and here it comes. Her. Yeah, her. She will crawl up like a cubby bear, but then a cubby cat, I guess, huh? A lioness. Goodness. And being a Leo, proper one, she'll always have a combat for what it is she's doing. See what I mean? She's so happy right now. Oh gosh, my baby. All right, dearest, say goodbye. Say bye-bye, baby.